Good morning. Good morning, my beautiful friends. This is your wake up call with Maui Paul. I am Maui Paul. We are here today to say some nice things about ourselves. And it being Friday, we are also here to go through the cards for the week and see where everything took us. I want to say thanks to everybody for being here. Good morning, Lane. Good morning, Shauna. Dan coming in from Buford. Lauren coming in from sunny Miami. I hope it's nice and warm down there for you. Good morning, Jan and Susan. Good to see everybody here today. Thanks so much for being here on the call. Anyways, yeah, we're here today to say some nice things about ourselves. Pepper has once again had enough energy to get a card set up for us, so I'm very excited to see what she came up with today. And then once we go through the card that Pepper has selected, after that, then we're gonna go over the cards for the week and see where they took us. So let's have some fun. Let's pull a card off the deck and say that today I am devoted. I am devoted. My commitment is strong and enduring. So I am devoted. My commitment is strong and enduring. Are you devoted? You are devoted. Your commitment is strong and enduring. I'm going to write that down in the comments. I encourage you guys to do the same thing. When I affirm for myself that I am devoted and my commitment is strong and enduring. Ba-boom. All right. Yes, indeed, I am devoted. It looks like Pepper has selected some birds for this one. Looks like a male and female cardinal, which, because her commitment to ornithology is strong and enduring, I know more about cardinals than I ever did before. Uh, but cardinals actually will mate for life, and so they will select a mate, and then they will continue to mate with that one through thick and thin. There are quite a few birds that do this, but cardinals are one of the local ones that do. Anyway, I am devoted today. You are devoted as well. And devotion is not just to other people. Devotion can be to all manner of things. We could be devoted to an idea. We could be devoted to relationships. We could be devoted to, to being our best selves. And so I am devoted, and my commitment is strong and enduring. Well, the thing about commitments is that we choose to make them, and we get to select the ones that are most important to us. And so today, as we decide, what it is that we're devoted to, it gives us a wonderful touchstone. It gives us a wonderful way of figuring out a little bit more about who we are, a bit of self-reflection. Because when we look at our lives, let's just take a look and consider what are the things that we are that we do every day. What are the things that we are spending our time on? And when we figure this stuff out, it allows us to know, where our values are. And so I've said for many years that the best way to really understand ourselves is to pay attention to where we spend our money and where we spend our time, because all of us have a certain amount of money in our bank account, and all of us have the same exact amount of time every day. Yet all of us spend that time differently, and all of us spend that money differently. We all spend our energies in different places. And so, people can talk all they want to about their highfalutin values, but in the end, we have, when we look and see what we actually, where we actually spend our resources, and that is, that is a very good indicator of our values. Wherever we spend our love, that's where we spend our lives. And these things eventually end up becoming investments. They pay dividends over time. Anything that we're devoted to pays dividends over time. Any relationship that we continue to have over a period of time eventually gets better. Any kind of a thing that we devote our financial resources to will eventually, bear us more dividends over time. And so I am devoted, and my commitment is strong and enduring. Of course, I'm viewing everything at this point through the lens of being a new father, And being devoted for me involves not getting all that much sleep right now, and sleeping in places I wouldn't ordinarily sleep in order to make my kiddo more comfortable, make sure that she has her needs, and not just Persephone having her needs met, but also Pepper having her needs met. So I'll make sure that, and we will take shifts, taking care of the kiddo. But as of recently, Pepper's required a bit more sleep, and so I've been taking Persephone over to the other side of the camper and sleeping with her there, so that Pepper can get as much uninterrupted sleep as possible, so that she can continue to create that delicious milk that is currently feeding our kid. So devotion devotion takes excuse me devotion takes many different forms, and it looks a lot of different ways. But in the end, it really is about being committed, and it is about having a strong and enduring commitment to be committed, you know, to be committed for a long time. So I'm devoted today, and you're devoted as well. And I mean, I've been devoted to the wake up call. It was so funny. I missed one of the wake up calls this week because I slept right through my alarm, and I know why I slept right through my alarm. It was courtesy of my daughter keeping me up really, really, really late, and but when that happened, I felt a couple of different emotions. First of all, I was like, oh man, I missed my commitment, which wasn't all that fun. But also it was interesting just how many people reached out to me and said, hey, are you okay? Just want to make sure, you're having technical difficulties. Are you having that new dad moment where you're just completely exhausted and you're passed out? And I realized just how devoted that I am to doing this every morning, that I am expected to be here by so many people. In fact, I was having dinner at the lodge just last night, and some folks that I had no idea even watched the wake up call were like, told me, they said, "Oh yeah, I saw that you missed one earlier on this week, and I hope that you were able to get some sleep." And my first comment was like, "How do I not know that you watched this thing?" And of course, I guess if you show up anywhere at the same time every single day, Monday through Friday, for years now, going on 3 years, you're gonna get folks who watch but don't comment. So anyway, I am devoted. My commitment is strong and enduring, and I think about the wake up call as being one of the longest running commitments that I've ever made, both to myself and also to in service to my goals. Like I think that one of the most important things that we can do in life is to encourage other people to live their best life, and I believe that I get to live my best life when I do that for other people. And so my commitment to this has been strong and enduring, to the point where when I don't do it, I get people who I had no idea even watched the show. These folks are asking me, "Hey, where are you at?" All right. So, anyways, let's go through the cards for the week and see where they took us. And so we have four of them this week. So we started off the week by saying that or affirming that we are grateful, that we recognize and value the good in our lives. And of course, I have lots to be grateful for, and all of us have lots to be grateful for if we really think about it. But that's definitely where we started the week, is focusing on that gratitude. Of course, that gratitude empowers us because we are empowered. We celebrate our ability to change and adapt. When we are looking for the things that we are most grateful for, we end up moving in the direction of having more of the things that we are most grateful for. Whereas when we are focusing on the things in life that we don't want, then we tend to inadvertently move in the direction of the things that we don't want. And so we celebrate our ability to change and adapt because it allows us to bring more of what we are grateful for into our lives. Of course, how that empowerment allows us to be loving, to nurture meaningful connections. Because how does that empowerment come except through meaningful connections? Meaningful connections with other people, meaningful connections with ideas, meaningful connections with life philosophies, but meaningful connections nonetheless. Connections that allow us to find meaning in our lives, which allows us to ultimately be devoted to those things, and have that strong and enduring commitment. We don't just power through it. These commitments that we have that are strong and enduring are ultimately engaged in because we love them, and because because they make us happy and they bring us joy and they bring us life benefits to have such things. And so that devotion right there is a product of the love that we are able to share with each other. All of these things lead us up to the Saturday card, the awesome Saturday card, which is that we are awesome. And so let's recognize our inherent value and worth. Let's recognize that we are inherently valuable and worthy just for being in this world, just for being on this side of the ground today. We have the ability to make a change. We have the ability to make big changes. We have the ability to love the people around us and to love them in a way that is exactly what they need. We have the ability to love ourselves. We have the ability to really focus on the things that are most important to us and to be devoted to them. So we are devoted people today. So let's take a look at our commitments today, and let's reconsider what it is that how is it that we're spending our time? How is it that we're spending our resources? How is it that we're spending our energy? And then once we have figured all that stuff out, it's going to allow us to make even better commitments and to really be happy about the things that we are devoted to. And I don't know if you're anything like me, when we really take stock of your life, uh, perhaps you will occasionally see things that you're devoted to that aren't really serving you. I know that I've done that plenty of times. I've looked at my life and said, "Why am I spending so much time doing this? It's time for me to stop that." So, for example, I'm still doing a media fast until the 15th of the month. So I have just a little over a week to go, and then I'll hop back on social media. Although, judging by the what I'm watching on TV when I'm down at the lodge and the TV is playing in the background, I suspect that social media is exactly like what's on TV, but only a lot more polarizing. And so one of the things that I realized was that I was devoted to scrolling on my phone, and it wasn't serving me at all. And so I decided that I was going to break that commitment by making a new commitment. In the end, we can't just remove things from our life without adding other things to our lives in order to compensate for them. And so as we look at the commitments that we've made, as we look at the things that we are devoted to, let's also understand that that if we'd like to make a change, we need to add something as we subtract something, because otherwise that time will get filled up unintentionally. And our goal here on the Wake Up Call is to make sure that we are living intentionally. All right, my beautiful friends, I will talk to you tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the awesome Saturday service. Very much looking forward to doing that tomorrow. So come on by if you want to get your daily dose of the spirituality that drives the wake up call. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow at 11, and then again Monday at 9 a.m. We'll have another one of these. Until then, I love you. I care about you. I appreciate you. I think that you're amazing, and I will speak with you tomorrow at 11 if you're around, or again at 9 a.m. on Monday. So until then, aloha from paradise.